hold up.
Here is the leaked recorded footage from May of 2017 of Tyler Perry admitting that he lied on Monique, that Monique says that she recorded of Tyler Perry. Here we go.
He is saying, wait a minute, hold up. We don't know this sister to be no bullshitter. We know she a loudmouth. We know she'll say some shit off the wall. But what we know about it is she true to her word.
And all I would ask you is two questions. The first question is, did you not just say it was wrong?
Tyler.
Did you not just say it was wrong, Tyler? To say she was difficult for not doing something that she was not contractually obligated to do? Did you not say that you would feel that that was wrong? Or am I missing something?
I absolutely said that, yes.
So the question I would say is...
Okay, is there a number? You know, taking that back to them was just a huge problem, okay? And I'm going to David Calvert thing in a minute, because I just watched your podcast, and it really broke my heart, because number one, I feel you. I feel the sadness that's from you in all of this. And I don't want you to feel that. I mean, especially for me. I can't speak for anybody else. But for me, I'm not anyone that wants to hurt or offend anybody, especially you. I think you are brilliantly talented. I think you should have a lot more happening than you from that award. I thought for sure that if you had campaigned and won it and played by their rules, what would have happened is in the next deal, you would have got more money, millions of dollars, and your career in the film would have been much different. I believe that much in your talent. So in saying all of that, I just say it's just heartbreaking, because I don't ever want you to think that I'm out trying to blackball or say anything. But please give me when I say this. I'm not trying to hurt you. I would never try to hurt you.
If Monique asked Lionsgate for a favor and they told her no, and she's asking for a favor that is not contractual, not something that they're contractually obligated to do, and they told her no, but then she went and told the world how difficult that they were, do you think that that would be fair or unfair?
No, that's not fair. It's not fair.
So the question I would ask of you, good sir, because I appreciate you being honest enough to answer that with a relative quickness. I really do. So the question that I would ask you is this. If we should do unto others as we would have them do unto ourselves, the question I would ask is, how do you sit back, or how would you feel if someone said about you that you were difficult to work with because you didn't want to perform for them a function that you were not contractually able or obligated to do? How would you feel about that?
Well, as I said, that's not fair. If I bring a movie for Monique over there, I'm going to have to say it. I'm going to have to defend it. I'm going to have to fight for it.
Well, it's easy. It's easy because all you would be doing is telling the truth. You are 6'6" black man.
Come
okay?
on.
Listen, I ain't got no problem, man. I ain't got no problem. Trust me when I tell you, I ain't got no problem.
Well, that's why we saying then.
What I'm saying to you.
Then say it now. Say it now.
Say it now. I'm black and I'm proud.
Come on.
James Brown is counting.
I'm saying it now. I will let all of this cool off when I get back out on the press tour to promote my next thing. I know it's going to come up. That is when I will talk about it. But no, it's too hot. It's too hot. Y'all heated it up.
One thing that stood out in that conversation, it ended with the notion that he was about to speak publicly to start defending you, or kind of let people know, hey, she was actually right. Did that ever happen? Did he ever come to your defense?
And I think we all know the answer to that. Monique is playing chess out here. She's playing chess out here. And Club Shay Shay got all the juice right now. Definitely an interview that we're going to have to check out this month.
And wrap our minds around, because we're getting caught up in the fluff, y'all. We're getting caught up in the fluff of shit. And we're not trying to deal with the facts of shit. We getting distracted. So when y'all are saying to me, Monique, this is so immature. Monique, this is so wrong. I'll take that. I'll take that. Because when I'm watching our community fall apart at a rapid race, because we too afraid to have the real conversations, and y'all keep saying, let's do it privately, because we too afraid to look embarrassed in front of who? In front of who? And we watching us. So for the ones that say, oh, Monique, you could handle this differently, this is my swing at the bat. This is my swing. This is my swing. This is our swing at that bat. So we're going to take our swing. Thank you, baby.
No worries.
So let me get back to what I was saying. When you start addressing the character of the man, when you really look into what is happening, when a man says, I was not strong enough to defend my daughter against a really, really good friend of mine because I didn't want to jeopardize the friendship. Though he apologized, you have to ask yourself, what kind of demons is that man dealing with that he couldn't stand up to the predator of his child? Of his child. But that same man goes on his radio show and talks about people as if he was sitting in the meetings, as if he was making their life decisions, as if his opinion mattered in their choices. So when I say, listen, y'all, it was important for me to make that post because there are so many little girls out there with daddies like DL.
And let me try to...
One thing about her quote unquote daddy. Buddy going, I'm saying, get his little part in, ain't he? Buddy is the co-star of the year, Academy Award winning supporting actor, co-star, the daddy of Monique. I don't mean to make any jokes, man. That woman is obviously going through a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, a lot of sabotage in her career. And it seems that she's just trying to get her just due. She's just trying to get, back to the spotlight that she feels that she deserves. Boy, you got to be careful what kind of, when you on Twitter. I that's all I'm going to say. You got to be careful, like, when you scrolling on Twitter, like. It ain't no telling what gonna come up when you goddamn looking for something on Twitter. That's all. But yeah, Charlamagne the God had apologized to Monique for giving her donkey of the day, and this is gonna be like our apology too.
Bothering them in some way. And as a therapist once told me, if you don't want your peace disturbed, don't disturb the peace of others. I clearly disturbed your peace. I heard Donkey of the Day mentioned in the intro to your Netflix special. I heard you talk about Donkey of the Day on Club Shay Shay. Monique, I apologize. I want peace. I want us to heal whatever this is. I want that for everybody you mentioned in the Club Shay Shay interview. I truly pray for peace and healing for us all. Monique, I want that for you. I want that for me because I love us for real. Please give Charlamagne the God, aka the breakfast snub, the biggest hee-haw.
Absolutely.
That boy gave himself that.
That's good. You doing what's right. Sitting over there looking like a wannabe ass Bokeem Woodbine.
I just knew you had something to say.
Yeah.
I just knew it.
I'm going to keep on saying you look like DJ Paul Nub. That's what you look like. And his look a little better, I think. Yeah.
She killed it with that, man. DJ Paul Nub, bruh. Okay, go ahead. Just hilarious, man. You are hilarious. And mad.
Let me light my damn. Who my lighter?
Yeah, like that sage.
Let me get one of those.
It's in my bag.
Fresh kneecap head.
Let's.
Yeah, man, just hilarious, man. Gave him a new one. She ripped him a new one with that one, man. And at least Charlamagne held himself accountable and owned up for what he did was wrong. And just hilarious.
Give him a big shout out because that couch, man.
Club Shay Shay is smoking 2024.
Yes.
Dropping the clues bombs for
Yes,
Shannon Sharp.
yes.
As soon as you said Monique's name, he started lighting the sage.
I know, I see him, and then maybe he should.
What you
Okay.
mean? I'm lighting this Palo Santo. I'm lighting Palo Santo just because.
Okay.
You need to go sit on Shannon's couch and be starting mess for no reason.
Pause.
I do DL's radio show.
Yes.
DL Hughley is not there. His team is there. And Shannon, we having a great time. When we get to the end of the show, they say, Monique, you want to play a game? Well, I want to play. I said, sure, sugar. They said, Monique, we want to play a game of Would You Rather. Would you rather your husband sleep with Lee Daniels with a condom or Corinne Steffens without one? What? So I said, I'm going to call my brother. I call DL Hughley on the phone. I say, hey, baby, yeah.
Huh?
That's how he responds. I said, listen, I just got off the phone with your team, and they wanted to play this game, Would You Rather? Asking me about my husband and Lee Daniels and Corinne Steffens, and his exact words, well, that's how we do it.
That's a great Would You Rather, though.
Listen.
If you are into the culture and you know about certain things, would you rather have sex with Lee Daniels without a condom?
You think that's that you really did? You can sit there with your bald head and say that's a good would you rather?
That's why he's like the Palo Santo.
So what are they
would you
getting
rather?
at?
What would you rather?
Neither.
All right, so if somebody asked your wife that, what would she say? She would say neither. Or we know how she exactly.
I'm just thinking about the game. Would you rather?
No,
it's a good game. That's a good question for the game.
But what are you getting at? That's her thing. Like, what are we getting at? Y'all trying to say my husband is.
I understand why Monique feel away.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's a good would you rather.
And
question.
we calling out Lee Daniels for sexuality. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she didn't like that. But it was interesting to see.
Lee Daniels need to be called out. He's out.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Shut up.
Oh, he out here.
Lee Daniels?
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, Lee.
He out here.
I don't know. I ain't seen him in a minute. Okay, Lee.
Yeah, you seen him in a minute?
You know, I ain't seen nothing about him.
Daniels been waving that flag.
Okay,
what
I
you
know
talking
that's
about?
right. He
Drop on the
better
clues bomb for Lee
you
Daniels.
better wave it then. We're going to move on to what she had some interesting things to say about Tiffany Haddish because Tiffany Haddish said some things to say about her.
I remember our beautiful sister Tiffany Haddish did an interview with GQ magazine, and I'm assuming the journalist was a white person. And the conversation turned to Monique. And she said, well, I don't do business like Monique do business, and I'm glad I don't have that husband of hers. And when I saw that, it's like, Tiffany, if you had a husband like mine, you may not have 2 DUIs. If you had a husband like mine, you may not be caught up in what looks like you could have been grooming a child. And I say all of that with no judgment. But when you speak about having a husband like mine, you open up the door. And I'm saying to you, if you had one like mine, you may not sit in these positions that you can't explain the next day.
Right. That's very fair. I mean, if Tiffany said that about Monique and GQ, Monique has every right to respond.
Yeah. People were saying that Monique quoted it wrong. She didn't say, I'm glad I don't have a husband like her. She was just saying, I don't have that husband that she has. So, I mean, none is better than the other. It's whether she was glad that she don't. She was just saying, I don't have that husband that she has. So, but
either way, Monique has every right to respond.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she does.
And then Shannon Sharp, he's so funny. He said, well, she ain't even married at all, is she? and Monique took a sip of that cognac and said, well, you said it, I didn't.
Shannon don't need to do that, though. Shannon, they already coming on your platform, spilling their guts.
Yeah, they
You
are.
don't got to add no seasoning to it.
Sure don't.
Shannon, you don't got to put no sauce on it. You don't got to spit on it at all.
But
okay?
he puts very little, very little.
Very little sauce on it.
He don't
need to put
much.
none because, you know, we, all of us in this room know how sensitive people can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that little bit of something, they'll turn into something
Shannon Sharp
more
don't care.
major.
Shannon Sharp don't care.
Absolutely.
But why put yourself in that situation if you don't have to?
Yeah, man.
Monique.
It's deep. And again, we gonna check out the interview. And I know we practically just about talked about the whole interview already on the show. But we're gonna actually get to the bottom of it ourselves, man. And we actually gonna pray for all those that are involved. Pray for Monique's healing of the trauma that she has been enduring because of all the bullshit that she had to go through. And pray that she get the just due that she deserves. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she can get back working like she feels that she needs to be working. And she has some stuff to say about Oprah, you know, Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, Tiffany Haddish, Taraji P. Henson. I mean, the interview is almost 3 hours long. It's currently, after one day, $5 million. 5 million views deep on Club Shay Shay. Congratulations to Club Shay Shay, man. You killing it, man. Goodness gracious, man. You got a truth serum in that alcohol that you serving these people. Cause man, they getting up on Club Shay Shay and they are spilling the beans, spilling their guts, telling it all, making it Club Tattletale, man. And that is no bad joke. All right, man. So we gonna keep it moving from Monique, man. Again, we hope that Monique heals from all this unnecessary trauma that she's going through. Just get back to telling jokes, people. Let's just get back to work. Get back to telling jokes.